Good morning, everyone, and welcome to a beautiful sunny Winton Day 2, Round 3 of the 2017 Shannon's Nationals. We're in for one hell of a day today, bathed in sunshine. Darren Smith, good morning to you. Tell us what's going to be happening out here in production cars. We've got two 300-kilometre races coming up.
Tony, it's going to be a ripper weekend. What is, I guess, over the last couple of years, a rebirth of the Australian production car scene. We've got Nathan Morecambe and Chas Mostert driving their Ford. They've put the BMW aside. Of course, they came second in the 6 hour earlier on, the first round of the championship. We've got other big names, Tyler Everingham with Michael Armand, a full-time Carrera Cup competitor, so big names rolling in there as well.
Former Formula 4 champion from last year, Will Brown, also having a drive.
Big year for Will, isn't it? Out of Formula 4s into Super 2, bit of production car racing, no shortage of laps, and that's what, if a guy's going to try and be pro, that's what he needs to do. The other good thing with production car races, and we're seeing them all start to arrive in pit lane now, is names that we don't see in mainstream media. We've got the Lauren Gray Motorsport team, her father Michael teaming up with Elizabeth Beth, so it's going to be a great little combination. Jumping into Class C, out of Class D last year, Liam Thompson, her co-driver, he's overseas racing now, so lots of things, progression, cars coming in and moving overseas as well. So looking forward to seeing how round 2 of the production cars continues.
And topping the timesheets on all 3 sessions yesterday, the Sherrans.
Yeah, with the beautiful M4, hey. Look, I love the 135i that they race, but the evolution, if you like, of production cars to that M4, which is a magic car and clearly the weapon of choice out there on the track.
Richard Craill, good morning to you. Porsche GT3 Cup out there today, presented by Pirelli. Geez, the boys really smoked up the track yesterday.
Yeah, they did. A lot of love in GT3 Cup Challenge at the moment. We're talking about Jordan Love, the series leader. He's been electrifying, the young West Australian, real talent, another graduate from Formula 4 from open wheel racing in Australia. He's been fantastic. Few little unforced errors along the way have cost him some points and have kept Brenton Grove in the fight, so another second generation driver doing really good things. The other significant point for this weekend, Schibeci, is it's the opening round of the Jim Richards Endurance Trophy, the race within a race in the GT3 Cup Challenge. So longer distance this afternoon, then 2 sprint races on the live stream tomorrow. So plenty to watch out for in the Porsches.
We saw plenty of action in that Jim Richards Challenge last year, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, it was good. And what we had in the gym, as it's called, last year was that we had a different winner in that than the overall championship. So it just gives drivers something else to strive for and a longer challenge, bit of tyre management. Tricky place like this. Should be really good conditions. The race is pretty early on today with the production cars this afternoon. So should be a cracking motor race, lots to play for.
And we mentioned with the production car a couple of Formula 4 drivers in there. We've got the Formula 4 graduates, haven't we, with Love and Grove in the Porsches?
Yeah, it shows the strength of the talent and depth through Australian motor racing at the moment. And the thing about Porsche racing, as you know, is the Porsche pyramid. So you go through GT3 Cup Challenge into Porsche Carrera Cup Australia. And as we've seen with Matt Campbell, who's racing in Austria this weekend in Porsche Carrera Cup Germany, if you're good enough, you can go all the way. So you can go and race the Super Cup and get on pole at the opening round at Catalunya like he did.
Darren, we've got the GT Trophy Series, started in 2016 here at the Shannon's Nationals, and it's pretty much exclusive to our Shannon's Nationals series, and it's just a real great opportunity to see some of these older GT cars being given new life.
It is interesting to see some of the older main game GT drivers coming out with some of their older kits. Some of them own cars in the main series for the GT Championship, and they come racing with the GT Trophy Series, like the Porsches. They're going to be on their Pirellis, and although you're seeing the steam on our breath, it is still cool here, but the big slick tyres are going to take some time to get up into temperature. So with qualifying and just a short race or a 50-minute race later on today, they're going to be talking a lot about getting the Pirellis up to working temperature. Clear blue skies, it will be a great day. Good to see the return of Matt Turnbull, who ended up in a ball of fire here in his Lamborghini Gallardo last year. Was really, really spectacular. He got away with that okay, but it's great to see him back in the series.
It certainly is, no doubt. And Richard, finally with you, of course, we've got the prototype series, brand new for 2017. Tell us all about that.
Well, it's been an interesting start to that season. It's been taxing at times, but there's been competitive motor racing. Really cool cars, fast, nimble, single or 2-seat cars, so radicals. The former sports races, so the Wests and the FL1 open wheelers in that as well. Yesterday was really exciting. Aaron Steer's back in the series. He's a guy with a lot of talent. He's been very, very fast, drives really well. He's going to be one to watch. But Phil Hughes has been a great story. Privateer guy, preps and runs his car himself, just him battling away. He's had an engine upgrade. He's tuned the car up, radical. He won the opening round in the rain. Now he's hoping to do it in the dry, and he was second fastest yesterday. But what's even more important was that in practice 3, we had top 6 cars covered by 0.4 of a second. So at this place, which is famous for producing very tight times, very competitive racing, I think it's going to be really competitive.
Well, there you go, folks. All the action coming up. here at Winton. If you can join us, it'd be absolutely fantastic for you to do that. If you can't, we'll try and bring you up to date on our Facebook page throughout the day. And don't forget tomorrow, thenationals.com.au for live streaming of all the action live here from Winton.